Hello students, welcome back in EVS class. In the last video we have read page number 48, the different kinds of houses, and today we will do page number 49 of chapter 6. So take out page number 49 everyone. We are going to start other kinds of houses. People who live in mountains and hills build houses of wood and tiles. These houses have sloping roofs to help the rain and snow to slide off, as in Nainital and Shimla. Yes, children, the people who live in mountains and hills, might be you all are going in the summers in the hilly area, so might be you have seen all these kind of houses that with the sloping roof. The sloping roofs help the rain and snow to slide off, because in the hilly area the plenty of rain falls and the snow also falls, so that is why they made these kind of houses with the sloping roofs, so that the rain and snow can slide off. The examples you can see in the Nainital and Shimla, because these both are the hilly areas. Next, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, people make houses on wooden poles called stilts. These houses do not let rainwater and insects to enter their homes. Yes, children, see here, these kind of houses are found in the water, and these are standing on the wooden poles. So these are called the stilts. The meaning of stilt is a long narrow cut. You can see this is a long narrow cut only, and these are made in that shape, and these help to rainwater and insect do not enter their homes. So these kind of houses you can found in the Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Next, in very cold places such as Greenland, houses are made from ice blocks. Such houses are called igloos. Say children, these kind of houses are called igloos, and these are made where there is too much cold, where the always snow falls, and because these are made from ice blocks. And these kind of houses you can found in the Greenland. Next, in Kashmir, people live in houses that float on water, and these houses are called houseboats. Yes, children, in Kashmir, the houseboats floats on the water. In the houseboats only, the shopkeepers also, they are selling their fruits, vegetables and other things, and they live in the houses that floats on the water. They are called the houseboats. Next, some people have no permanent house. They are called nomads. They live in temporary houses such as tents and caravans. Tents are made from canvas cloth, and caravan is called house on wheels. Yes, beta, some of the people, they do not have their permanent houses. As you are living in your home, that is your permanent home, because after going school you are coming back to your home, and after going anywhere in the world, your relatives, if you are going for outing for some days, means you have to come back to your home, and your home is also fixed at the place. But some people, they do not have their permanent houses, and they are called nomads, and they live in the temporary houses. Temporary houses means they are not permanent. That temporary houses are made for the few some time only, and they live in the tents. Tents are made from the canvas cloth, and the canvas cloth, that is very hard, thick cloth. So tents are made from canvas cloth, and caravan is called house on wheels. Yes, see, this is one type of car and with the wheels, and in this there is house. All the facilities of house are you can find in this caravan house. You can see the interior picture of this caravan house. Now next, people who help us in building our house. Yes children, you know your house is made by the different kind of people. Now let's study. There are many people who help us in building our house. An architect draws the design for a house. See your house design, like where will be your entrance, then where your kitchen and what is the size of the kitchen, then the lobby and how many rooms will be there, where will be the puja room, how the stairs will go, means all this plan made by the architect. And a mason uses bricks and cement to build the walls. Yes, see the mason, he uses the bricks, cement to build the walls and your home. And next, an electrician fits the electric points and wires in the house. Yes, the electrician fits, like you just switch on your television, you just switch on your AC. You know how it is possible? All these things, this wiring, the wire this is the wireless, means all this wiring is done the underground, so it is done by the electrician. Next, a plumber fits and repairs taps and water pipes. See, you just opening the tap and the water comes, you know from where and how. This is done by the plumber, means he fits all the pipes and through the underground only, and the water comes in the taps. A painter paints the house and the very beautifully walls are decorated, and that is also done by the painter. Now, an ideal home. An ideal home is one which has many doors and windows that allow fresh air and sunlight to enter. The fresh air keeps us healthy. The sun's rays kill the germs inside the house. The wire mesh on the windows prevents flies and mosquitoes from entering the house. Yes, children, what qualities should be there in your ideal home? Let's study in this paragraph. See, just think about your home. Might be your home also there are many doors and windows. You know why the doors and windows are there in your house? Because they allow fresh air and sunlight to enter. Because with the help of fresh air or sunlight, many germs can be killed, and the fresh air keeps you healthy. And the wire mesh on the windows prevents flies, yes, and mosquitoes from entering the house. So this is the ideal house, in which house all these windows and wire mesh and all other things are available. Next is decoration of house. Decorating your home gives it a welcoming look. It makes us feel comfortable and warm. We must keep our home neat and clean. We must throw the waste in the dustbin. We must remember to switch off the lights and fans when we leave the room. We should keep our shoes and slippers in the shoe rack. We must keep our toys and books in their proper places. And we must make our bed every day. We must grow plants near our house and keep its surroundings clean. Yes, children, the decoration of house is also must. because if your home is very good, very nice, it gives a welcoming look. Because when any person comes to your home, if your home is very beautiful looking, very beautiful, then the person will feel, wow, very good home, and it makes us comfortable and warm. And we should make our home neat and clean. You should also keep your home neat and clean. How can you keep your home neat and clean? That when you goes from school to home, keep your uniform at the proper place, your books, your shoes, and water bottle and other things you can keep in at the proper place, and you can keep your home neat and clean. And you should throw the waste in the dustbin. Don't throw the waste here and there. And switch off the lights and fans. When you are leaving the room, you should switch off the fan, AC, light, television if you don't need. And keep your shoes and slippers in the shoe rack, because it doesn't look nice if the shoes and slippers they are kept on the way, because some people can slip from that things. And especially the toys and books, from if the toys are kept on the floor, so some people they are in hurry, if they are in hurry, so they can slip from the toys, they can get hurt. So keep your toys and books and slippers and your shoes at the proper places. And it is very important that you should make your bed every day, and grow some plants near your house, because plants gives a natural beauty to your home. If you will plant some trees near your house, then your house look more beautiful, and your surrounding will be clean, and you will get the fresh air from the trees. So if you will follow all these things, your house will be very neat and clean, and you will also free from the germs, and you will be healthy. Okay children, so your chapter is completed. Now in the next video you will get the exercise, and now it's your homework time, that try to complete the back exercise of yourself. Okay, so by that time take care. Goodbye.